All right, calling in all locks, all defenders, anyone who has a defensive mindset, who does not like to give up no buckets. This video's right here. I'm dropping a 3&D build, so I'm just gonna get right into it. All right. This is one of the harder builders I've seen. Does not let you do everything, does not let you stack up all the crazy Hall of Fame badges like we're kind of used to. This is, a lot of nuances in this build. I've been playing with it all day. It's only the first day, and I think there's some little tips and tricks I can kind of share, put people on to. I've been doing this for a little bit. I usually have like 10 builds every 2K, so I just figured I'd share one on day one today. So you're gonna start a shooting guard. It's gonna be 6'8". Actually gonna do 196 and a 6'9" wingspan, so we can get a good amount of three in there. So the steal won't be crazy, but the perimeter D still gonna be right. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. First things first, you kind of want to handle the physicals. Physicals matter a lot more this year, and especially strength, stamina, obviously. But yeah, the physicals just play a large part in what we do. They're part of the badge requirements, anything like that. So we're going to jump this up to an 83 for this build. That's the max on this height and weight. And then we're also going to go up to a 77 here. That's also the max, but we're going to need that for our fast feet, which is, the minimum we're looking for here is 77. So next, we're going to bring the strength up to a 74. 74 is because that's the most you need to get the bulldozer on bronze. And I think bulldozer is going to be real good. It's kind of like a back down punisher in the post, but this is kind of like the perimeter version of it. So for a lot of the weaker guards and guys, just on the perimeter who don't really make strength because they're just trying to be quick handles and everything like that, they can give some real good bully animations on the perimeter when you're trying to drive or just in general when they're in the way. So we're gonna jump the vert here up to a 60. And stamina, we're gonna go all the way up to 99. That's for the new badge, 94 feet and workhorse. So we just gotta put the defensive attributes on there. So I'm gonna go back up to the top here. So this isn't gonna be a build where you banging on anybody. You're not dunking on heads with this build. You just need to be serviceable in the paint. Somebody gonna run you off the line. You just need to make sure you can finish it. All right. So we're gonna put 80 driving layup. So that's gonna give us the pro touch on Hawley. Now, it's really recommended this year that people keep their layup timing on, so why not get pro touch up as much as we can, and then we get all the gold kind of two-stepping, hop step, cradles, spins. We get all those on gold, so it's serviceable down here. It's not the main part of the build, but it's still nothing to sneeze at. Now we're gonna raise up the three-point shot. The three-point shot's gonna go up to an 86. Now this isn't gonna be my main build. I'm actually running with the lock right now, and with the lock that I have even on day one, I have a 75 3 on him, and with no meter is green. So 86 is going to be plenty. Now, it's hard to get the gold and Hall of Fame badges like we see here. We have a whole bunch of silvers. We got a whole bunch of, limitless on bronze. Not many people going to have that on 92. It's going to be taxed. And even past 92, it's OD. So we're going to keep that on 86. And we have the silver agent. We got gold corner. We got silver green machine. So to supplement the fact that we're not going to get the gold badges that we want, obviously as a 3&D, what we're going to do is we're going to raise up the mid range. So the mid range going to jump up to a 93. Now this may not be a part of your play style, but look what it just did to the badges. Like we have Hall of Fame open looks now. We have Hall of Fame guard up. We have gold badges jumping up that we had on silver and bronze just before. Blinders is now on gold. Catch and shoot Hall of Fame. You got Hall of Fame catch and shoot and an 86-3 with this game, and with the way the green window jumps up if you turn your shot meter off. Mike Wayne confirmed this about 20%. You're gonna be hitting no problem. Like even on open, like slightly contested, your green's gonna hit. And this kind of free throw, that's up to you. If I play five, so I put free throws on all my players. I like to have a good, respectable free throw, especially on transition take fouls. It's just free points. Anything, pad them stats up a little bit, get the takeover bar filled up, whatever you got to do. So if you're not playing fives, lower this, you save some points, you can adjust it as you need. And then we're going to playmaking. This real simple. Pass accuracy 75. I think it's real important that you at least unlock some sort of passing styles. We saw the passing styles last year. They all started to get unlocked to 75. That's where you get better passing animations. It's just a better experience. You're not trying to give these slow passes on five with the interceptor these days, the way people be in the passing lanes. You just needed to get there as quick as possible. Now ball handle, we can go 70. That's kind of like a good baseline to get, some real simple animations for, ball handling, playmaking moves. For a 3&D, you don't need to be going in your bag crazy. All right. Like we're getting a good amount of stuff right here. And then speed with ball 60. This is all just kind of serviceable right here. These are the like tertiary, the background parts of the build. Like we worried about three and we worried about defense. So the finishing and the playmaking don't need to be done crazy, but you're still getting away with a good amount here. We're getting unpluckable on bronze. We getting Physical handles. That's another one. That's why I put the strength up. We getting that on silver. That kind of gonna go bulldozer a little bit. Like, you can kind of not have to worry about big bodies as much. Handles for days on bronze. Who has a problem with that? I wouldn't think anybody would, because at least you got something. You can put a little moves on them. So now we're gonna go to the defense part. It's the real important thing. I'd say at the minimum you need this joint on set 94. I don't think the perimeter defense for any type of defender lock should go below 94 if you're really serious about your defense, because that's where you get challenger on Hall of Fame, which I think is the most important badge for defense, just in terms of just strapping. Obviously, clamps is number one, but when these shots go up, if you get an open contest with somebody with Hall of Fame challenger, it is not the same as an open contest with somebody with bronze challenger. It's just the way it affects the shot is just different. So it's really important that you try and get that as high as possible. So you see the difference that 94 makes right there. Steel. Now this is where you have to sacrifice. You can get a high mid range and a high three. So the steel gonna go. You're gonna max it out at 85. Now I think all these stealing badges, glove, interceptor, right stick, ripper are that should be serviceable enough on silver, especially since right stick ripper is going to be stacking with gloves. So as long as you get them right stick steals down, you should be good right here. So I think that's cool. And if you're gonna be a lock, you got to be somewhat, surface. Like you gotta be able to present yourself in the paint, at least against people your size, a little shorter, a little taller. So we just gonna try and get anchor here. So right here we get anchor, just getting interior defense on 61, block on 80. Now we got anchor. So at least it's on bronze. It's nothing crazy. Now rebounding, it's not gonna be there. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's really hard to get more than what we have with the way this builder is. Like with the way physicals just come in and start taxing, it's hard to put rebounding on these builds if you want these other things. Now the number one thing is I want you to remember this is a baseline. This is a template for you. All right. So this is just a 3&D build I would go with because it's the way I play. But if be yourself. That's the number one thing I want to tell people on this. Like the badges come in based on how you play. So play your game depending on what you play. If you play twos, you may not need a 75 pass accuracy. If you play fives, maybe you do. If you don't be shooting free throws, you play in threes, you may not need the free throw. You can change things as you see fit. If you don't need the block at all, you got it. You want to just stay on the perimeter, you run a 2-3 zone, that's cool. On pro-am, get those points somewhere else. Maybe you can even go get more of a driving dunk. Maybe you can get even better shooting badges. Like I said, it's pretty cool here the way it is. This is kind of as well built we can get it, but hey man, change it what you need to. Because once it gets past 90, that's the number one thing. Like you see this 94, this 93. Every time you go up, it just starts taxing. Like it just costs so much to keep getting these levels higher and higher. So just take what you can get. And this build right here, I think, is really serviceable. You get Hall of Fame catch and shoot. You got silver fearless. You got silver glove, interceptor, dead eye on gold, clamps on gold, blinders on gold. Like these are some very solid S tier badges. You even got chased down on bronze. Like it's still there. Unpluckable. Like these badges are really important, obviously, and we're hitting the right thresholds for strength. We're hitting the right threshold for acceleration. Like I said, fast feet. So now we got that. That's going to be a real good cutoff badge while we're still getting some type of physical presence, because in the beats right here, we got a movable forcer on bronze. So this is going to help with a lot of the wing players. So, I mean, going to finish it out. I think they called it like a two-way spot up threat, something like that. I know it's Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Doug Christie, Mikal Bridges, OG Ananobi. The names ain't too sexy, I'm not going to lie to you, but this is a good build. Yeah, two-way spot up threat. So definitely, check it out. Take a screenshot. I have some other builds. If you'd rather see something different, you like what I had here, let me know. Because I just be making builds for fun half the time. Sometimes I don't even be putting VC into them. A friend asked me to make them a build, I make them one, see what's up. So you got any questions, just let me know. And yeah, man, good luck to y'all.